Hello Internet! So I didn't do any of the traveling stuff, but I'm here at DragonCon. I just did my Betty makeup, put on Betty, checked my bags, and now we're gonna go to Michelle's hotel, check her bags, and then I go to a photo shoot. DragonCon is happening. When you get to your photo shoot early, you get to watch another photo shoot happen, and then go cool off in the hotel lobby because it's so hot under this wig. So hot. Ears are droopy. My droopy ears represent my body right now. Hot and droopy. I'm videoing. Oh. You wanna be in my vlog? Hey! So who are you?
I'm Kirsten.
And you are?
Violet.
But I'm Betty.
And I'm Kristen as Hannah.
And we're gonna pick out actual frames from the graphic novel to try to recreate. That's a wrap. We're exchanging information. We have all of the things taken pictures of. And I need a nap. I need to get my con badge. I need to check into my hotel, and I need to take a nap. And maybe food. Food probably needs to happen in there too. That moment when you stumble onto the CBS 46 News in Atlanta for a daily shot. Like, okay. So it's been a little while since I checked in. I'm the first one here in the hotel. It's a single, so I'm pretty sure the boys brought an air mattress. And I'm crafting before I go out tonight. I just need to finish my cosplay for tomorrow. So I'm taking a detour through the Marriott on my way to dinner, and I need to find this Martel. He has his eyes gouged out. He was over here. I probably can't find him, and I need to go to dinner. But I really hope I can find him for you guys. Ah, there he is! I found him! Oh my gosh! So here's this amazing cosplay. Can you see this? How great is that? It's dinner time! Everyone's yelling because it's midnight! Woo! We stayed up late enough! We're old enough and we stayed up till midnight! Woo! So, I'm sitting. Sitting is great. Look at the city. How beautiful. I am the first one back. The boys are all here. But there's one bed and an air mattress that needs to be blown up. So, I don't know. But this wig is coming off, and I'm really excited about it. I loved this costume. I can't wait to get the pictures back. I gave out so much candy tonight. I didn't give out all of it. I wish I could have done that, but still. I really love being Betty, and I can't wait to be here again with some sturdier ears. This poor ear got so droopy. That's okay, you little ear. Your job is done now. Good night. That was DragonCon Day 0. Good morning, Internet. It's the day 1 of DragonCon, and I have to get to a panel right now. I found an Amethyst books. I need Starbucks, but I'll IRL like. So I'm in line for Battlestar Galactica, and it's really not that bad. We've wrapped outside, but it's not that bad of a... I'm in the Corner Bakery Cafe, eating and refueling after the BSG panel, and I was really hard not to just cry. I really enjoyed what the actors said, and it's hard to say this when you're in the convention because of the roar of the people, but I just love how complex of a television series that BSG is, and like just the levels of storytelling in that series are so impressive and just so easy to just love. And there's just something about acting panels that I seem to always find value in. I try to pick the ones that I think are going to be more engaging like that. And I really just love talking to people, even if it's through someone else's questions. So the lips have changed color and been fixed, and I am at the Nintendo meetup, and I'm gonna go catch some Pokemon. So I'm walking the floor, seeing all of the cosplay. This is why you come to DragonCon. course, one of my favorite tracks is the YA Lit track, and I met the wonderful Mary Weber, and I got a book out of the free book pile, and so she signed it for me. I'm so excited. So much for my moratorium on buying new books, because of course I go to DragonCon and get new books. So I've been fed, and I am now in the queue for the Labyrinth sing-along and quote-along. I don't know how long I'm gonna last, but I'm gonna try.
30 years ago, in England, characters and puppeteering styles, working with David Bowie, who was really, he was just so down to earth to work with. He was really interested in what we were doing, because he was a performance artist. So he was really interested in our craft and in the design and the puppeteering. Just a really great down to earth human being. At the end of the shooting day, he'd go to the studio pub. This was in England, because of course there would be a studio pub, and he'd go to the pub and hang out with the crew guys at the end of the day. So he really helped make this an amazing experience. But I'll show you how we rehearsed to figure out what kind of faces we were going to do. You want to do that with your hands? Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Which way do you want to go?
Wherever you may be, take this child of mine far away from me! Good cry, what can I do? My baby's love had gone, and then my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Decision order. Which way do you want to go?
Quoting along and singing along with Labyrinth was so fun, but I got so stiff and cold just sitting there. I have to re-enter the throng. And there we go. This is DragonCon. Like, yeah, that's happening. Anyways, we're heading back to the hotel and calling it a night, because it's only night 1, and like, there's 4 more days to go. I'm very excited. It is so good to be back. See you in the morning. Good morning, internet. It is day 2, and I am running and trying to find the vendors hall. I didn't do this 2 years ago because the line was an hour and a half during the day, but the parade is this morning, so this is the time to go. I'm trying to hurry in, figure out where the maze is to get to this place, to go buy some things and then go get in the queue. I will be doing a costume change later, so I'm going to try to document as much as I can, but today is a little bit of a busy day. It's a Saturday, woo, and I almost tripped. Yay, vendor hall success. I got all of the feels, so I can get it signed later. And like an idiot, I also stopped by the Show Pony booth, and I didn't film any of her other stuff, but you should definitely follow her. I got a Just One More Chapter, I think that's the one that I'm wearing, and Harry Potter quote one, and then I also got a necklace for a friend, and because I bought 3 things, she gave me a free Shadowhunter rune for my costume. She's wonderful. You have to check out. I'll put her stuff somewhere. Otherwise, just search Show Pony and Instagram or wherever your little heart desires to search for things, because you'll find her and she's great and so sweet. So the best part about buying a book while you're in the queue is you get to start reading it. I enjoyed the panel, but now I am running late to the Disney photo shoot. I left a little early, but You know, crowds. Yay! They're just placing people. I made it to the shoot. Yay! Look at all the Disney characters. And there we go. The Disney cosplay meetup was so good. Now I'm off to the Dark Matter panel to squeeze in and then run and change into Daenerys afterwards. Oh my gosh. So I'm back at the hotel. My phone died during the Dark Matter panel, but it was so good and it wasn't that spoilery. I'm very excited to then track down season 2. And I'm getting out of Xenon. Xenon will return tomorrow, but I'm changing into Dany. I made it to the Game of Thrones photo shoot. There's Game of Thrones people everywhere. I will try to get some better footage.
Go down one. Watch out for the
but I did take a picture on Snapchat. I totally ate a pizza looking like this, and I was just like, it's so great when your cosplay matches your dinner. And a lot of people walked by while I was eating it. It was pretty great. Good times. Saturday's crazy. I'm going to one or two more panels, late night panels, and just walking around the con floor. Good morning. I'm assuming that I did not close out the vlogs last night. It was fun. I just walked around the floor and saw people in costume. Didn't meet up with my friends, but met up with someone I know and hope to see them again today. And then now I am running late to the Representation in YA Matters panel. So naturally, I go to a science fiction convention instead of VidCon, where I was going to a book swap panel and went home with one book, DragonCon, and I'm going home with 6 books. Well, not brought, but going home with 5 new books. Of course I am. So despite going to a previous panel, I still got into iZombie. Look at that. Not bad, not bad. I'm excited. And then I can go up to my room and put these books away. Okay, so I waited in line for an hour and a half for BSG, and it was such a good one. I'm so happy I did. I just have so many thoughts when I get out of these panels talking about these shows that are so important that I just need to make something with it. Get on that, future me. So now I'm venturing off to the Marriott to hang out with someone before my Xenon photo shoot. Thank goodness someone has let me squeeze in to get some shots because my original photographer had to cancel for very valid reasons. But I really wanted my costume documented before it gets destroyed tonight from the parties. So at conventions, things come up. Unfortunately, I was not able to get to a photo shoot in time. Like, it was a little bit questionable on what time the previous photo shoot was ending. So I got there 15 minutes early and it was already over. And so then the photo shoot didn't happen. But like, things happen and hopefully people are respectful of my costume tonight, and I can do something where I can keep it nice. It's been so long since I've filmed a vloggy part of this whole thing. It is so late. We're going back to my hotel. Getting in an elevator for the first time in a while.
Where else? I'm taking these lovely people down there, or they're taking me, one of the two.
Friends. We're taking people. Take two. Hobbling back to my hotel. I have a lovely escort.
Excuse me.
So, due to unforeseen circumstances, I am in the room alone tonight. So I am mostly packed. I'm going to turn this off because I want to share the night scenescape with you. I love that this room is floor to ceiling windows looking out over the city. It's just beautiful. So yeah, I am so tired, and I have cosplay, more casual cosplay, but it like requires a lot of makeup. So early morning, oh my goodness, maybe 4 hours of sleep, less. I need to shut up and stop talking to you so that I get more sleep. So good night. All right, Atlanta, this is my last morning. I'm almost completely packed. I realized that my panel was at 11:30 instead of 10, so I slept in. Trying to decide if I'm gonna braid my hair up. I probably am. But then I have to check my bags and go down to the last day of con. I decided to wear Civi's space dress it is. I am so tired, and drawing runes on my body for half of a convention day. If it was like 3/4 of a convention day, if like I had really gotten there at 10, then yes, but not for half of a convention day. Oh, and recorded for prosperity. This is how I slept for the first 2 nights. I made a bassinet out of 2 chairs. The sleeping situation was a little bit I thought it was hilarious, and I was good night's sleep. It was better than the night I slept on the mattress, so the bed was so solid. It was surprisingly easy to get out of the hotel, and now I'm in the room for Jason Isaacs. So that'll be exciting. Yay!
Here's the thing, first of all, not first of all, because it's second of all, I'm a little bit stereo.
So Jason Isaacs was lovely. It was a very interesting panel, and again, I keep saying that I really just need to make a video just about attending panels and what I love about them and what is interesting and different about each of them. But that was lovely, and then I went to the Walk of Fame and met up with Jenna, and also got to talk to a few people. I didn't do any of the signings for photography or something because that's a whole other video, and mostly I haven't gotten paid yet because today's Labor Day and I don't get paid till tomorrow. And got to say goodbye to Jenna and word vomit all over her about our lives because then they needed to leave. Now I'm heading to go get food before my last panel of the day because I realized if I don't eat now, I probably won't have the chance to until I'm back to Colorado this evening. So food, and then my last panel, and then the bum rush out of here.
Yeah, even on no budget, even when you are shooting with literally no money.
And so there it was, my last panel of DragonCon. Now it's the rush back to the hotel to get the bags, to get to the train, to get to the airport, to get home. DragonCon's over. But also, I need a bed. But I need a bed, I need my cat. but I started getting postcard depression yesterday. Bye, DragonCon.